Welcome back to One Piece AMV.
This is War Marineford.
Yes,
Shit
sir.
rhymes, bro.
So we're jumping into another Marineford arc AMV. So obviously you already watched the previous one with me, and you enjoyed it.
Facts.
Now this, I'm thinking, because as you can see in the comment section down below, people are saying one of the best AMVs ever made. Whoever searched for this, you're a legend. Such an emotional roller coaster all over again. This is beautiful. So this might be better than the previous AMV we watched.
Okay.
Because the previous AMV was good, but there's a lot you missed.
You mentioned there was
There's
like
a lot
stuff
you missed.
missing.
There's
Like,
a
we
lot
didn't
you
even see how Whitebeard pulled up.
Exactly.
Or Blackbeard.
No, Blackbeard. You didn't see how Blackbeard pulled
We
up.
see what Whitebeard would do.
Yeah, there's a lot that you missed in the actual Marineford. So hopefully this covers it all. Plus, I also want to see this because Marineford, as I said, my favorite arc to exist. Like, it's #1 for me no matter what.
Yeah.
Obviously, I still haven't got to Wano. People say Wano's the second best. But the first best is Egghead. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Egghead hasn't even been animated yet.
Yeah.
It's only been created in the manga, and people say that Egghead is the best arc in the manga, so it obviously has to be the best arc in the
If they animated, like obviously they're gonna animate it fucking fire.
Come on, man. Anyway, very excited to check this out, so I'm not gonna keep this intro any longer. But if you do want to suggest any more AMVs for us to react to, do be sure to suggest that in the comment section down below. Without any further ado, I'm straight into this reaction. Enjoy. Now, if you want to check out the full-length reaction to all of my One Piece anime reactions, do be sure to check out my Patreon link for that in the description down below. It's the full, unedited, uncut versions to all of my anime reactions. I'm talking One Piece, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, and we reacted to Season 3 of Demon Slayer, so if you do want to check that out, link for that in the description down below. It's only $3. Now, if you do enjoy the videos, if you do enjoy the content, not forget to hit that subscribe button. Only do 30k subs, man. I would love the support. Appreciate it so much. It means the absolute world to me when you guys actually do hit the subscribe button, because it means you guys enjoy my content and you guys love my content. Without any further ado, let's jump straight into this reaction.
Let's get it. Ace. This whole thing was also about freeing Ace.
Yeah,
which is
it
dope.
was about freeing Ace.
Or this shit happened to free Ace. Think about it like that. That's
It is crazy. A whole war just to free Ace. But that shows you how much power he had. Not the power he had, but how many people actually cared for him.
Damn, he's fucking crazy.
No, he's a giant, bro. He's a giant. Even Gart, bro. Even Gart was crying. That has to tell you how sad this arc was. Why?
You like
Marco.
it? Yeah, Marco.
I fucking love it.
One of the admirals.
That is
That's one of the admirals.
Admiral Kizaru.
Kizaru.
He's made out of light.
There's light, there's water in the other one.
There's light, ice,
and then there's red.
and then there's lava.
Lava,
like he's made
You
out
told
of
me, I
like
fucking
magma.
forgot. You told me.
Yeah, he tossed that shit. That's the magma guy that I was talking about. That's Kuma.
Kuma big, bro. Damn.
Okay, so let me just tell you, right? If this was a normal person that didn't know haki, he would have punched right through him. Because he's Logia type.
He's light.
So Logia type, right?
You would go right through.
You go right through him. Because Ace is Logia type, right?
Yeah.
He's made just out of fire. So if you were Ace, right, and I punch you, you just see flames.
And you burn. Yeah.
But because he knows haki,
he was able to kick
I'm gonna tell you what haki it is, though.
You explained to me.
It's No, it's
Conquer.
armament haki. It's armament haki.
Oh, Conquer is the one that people run away.
Conqueror's haki is only a select few of people
Luffy
have
got
that.
that shit.
Luffy has it. Ace has it.
Yeah.
I think Whitebeard has it. I'm not sure.
But if you know
Goldie Roger
haki,
also
it's
has
kind
it.
of useless. Correct?
No. Because the thing is, other people also know haki.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother thing to deal with.
Oh.
Because let's say I know armament.
Let's
haki,
say it's Armin versus Conqueror's haki. How that shit?
Conqueror's haki would win.
It's like rock paper scissors type shit.
If you had Conqueror's haki, right?
Yeah.
You'd have armament and fucking observation. So you'd have all the hakis.
Okay.
But the thing is, Luffy didn't know how to control Conqueror's haki, so he just randomly blur it out and then it would happen. But now he has control over it.
Okay.
So let's say you have observation haki.
Yeah.
I punch you, you dodge that shit without even.
Because I know that shit.
Exactly. You observation haki, basically you observe everything around you, so you can dodge everything. Armament haki. Let's say you made out of a Logia type. I activate armament haki. Now I can punch you.
You can punch.
And that's why he was able to punch.
Marco was able to punch his ass.
Yeah, and as I said, Conqueror's haki. You basically just conquer.
You just conquer. Okay.
Damn.
Super fun. Damn.
This was fire, bro. That guy
On
with the pink hair. He cut his leg off with nothing.
The flamingo looking guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
His name is Do Flamingo. That's literally his name. He cut his leg off. I think it's a devil fruit. It has to be a devil fruit he has. Because he just rushed in, leg off. So he's obviously strong as fuck, but he's a warlord.
Okay.
Look at that. Imagine you just see a ship fall from the top and it's your fucking brother, man.
And all the warlords are low-key on the marine side. Even though
they
they're
are on the
pirates.
marine side because they're a warlord.
But they're also pirates.
They are pirates by heart. That is the admiral.
Kobe.
I don't know remember his name, but he's the Magma. This is Kuma. But Kuma,
Why is it so many of the same guy?
Kuma is basically a cyborg as well, like Frankie. So Vegapunk, the guy I told you about, made Kuma.
Okay.
Whitebeard. Oh, that's so fire.
There you go.
That's his old. That was one of Whitebeard's allies, and one of the admirals told him that the whole thing that Whitebeard wants to do is he doesn't care about his allies. His allies can die. All he wants to do is get Ace.
Yeah.
And that's what he thought, that Whitebeard sold out all of his allies just to save Ace, but it wasn't true. This guy stabbed him because he was fucking persuaded by an admiral.
By that bullshit.
And then what did Whitebeard do? He hugged him. He hugged him and said, "I didn't think one of my sons would do this to me," because he refers as all of his underlings as sons.
Wow.
Look, he stabs him and hugs him. Yeah. That's Gecko more.
Dang. It's a cover, boy.
Nah, Luffy was going crazy. This whole arc was just stress. I was stressing throughout everything.
Just don't kill that guy. Just don't kill that
Look
guy.
who this is. And that's why. Remember you said, why does Whitebeard have holes? See, this actually shows most of the things that happen in the arc. Yeah. That's Sengoku, bro. He got a Buddha, like a Buddha devil. Yeah.
That's
crazy. So that guy you saw running in and just threw something, he's made out of candle. So he created a key made out of candle so that Ace could get out of the locks.
It's fucking dope. That's fucking dope.
You know what he said? He said to Luffy, "Save your brother, Luffy." It was so fire. And he was Luffy's enemy. He also worked for the Baruch Works. Remember the bounty hunters I told you about?
Shadow.
They fought before.
Yeah.
And he just saved Ace for Luffy.
The respect, I think.
Yeah. Look now.
And he fucking strong. Ace. He fucking strong, right?
Yeah, he is.
I fucking like Ace's vibe, bro.
He is fine.
Right in front of Luffy. Right in front of
This is why I love Jinbei.
Bro, I'm getting goosebumps and I don't even know.
Yeah. This is why I love Jinbei. Jinbei literally protected Luffy, and Ace was dead though.
He was dead.
Like, but not at this point. At this point,
He
Ace
had
was
the
like.
whole-
The saddest part though is Ace fell on Luffy, right? Luffy was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And Ace kept on saying like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what happened here."
Yeah.
And I was sitting there crying my fucking eyes out already. Him saying that shit put me over the edge.
I can imagine.
Like,
bro.
imagine you just watching this shit. Okay, so what makes it even sadder is when Ace was young, he told Garp,
Yeah.
is there any reason for me to live?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I shouldn't live right now.
Yeah.
Like, he told that to Garp, right? And then he said to Luffy here, he said, "I'm glad I'm alive to see you become who you are."
Wow.
And then he said, "I'm sorry that he won't be able to see what Luffy will become."
Become.
And bro, right after this arc, what do? They show Luffy's past with Ace.
That's
Fucking right after it. And I'm sitting there like, why?
And you're just crying more.
And I'm crying more, bro. And I'm like, fuck
more.
this
Just
shit.
stabbing the wound,
Yeah.
throwing salt on the wound even worse. But I'm getting goosebumps that I didn't even see Ace talk once, bro. But all of this basically, and he still dies at the end, bro. Fuck this lava admiral.
Yeah. He's the reason. He's literally the reason.
But he was punching fucking Ace.
Look what
Whitebeard.
Whitebeard does.
This lava admiral don't play games, bro.
Look at this. He punched the shit out of that motherfucker.
Surely the fucking admiral died though. He doesn't die.
But that's Whitebeard when he was done.
What? That's insane. Bro was like a surfer dude.
Blackbeard. Such a beautiful arc, man.
How Whitebeard is still alive, I don't fucking know. I don't know how the hell he survives 2 holes in his motherfucking chest. That shit crazy.
Yeah, that was definitely a better A and B than the previous one.
Definitely.
Like, holy
Shows much
shit. Like, seeing that again, it brings up so many emotions. Like, even if you watch this, right, and you go watch the anime, you'll still cry.
100%.
100% you'll still cry.
And the fact that you say after they show him dead, they show the past. I mean, that's literally rubbing salt in the wound.
Bro, I cried so fucking much. Like, so they show the past, right?
Yeah.
And then you're watching it like, oh yeah, this is fun. Like, yeah.
Cool, he's dead. Why
He's
showing
dead,
you
like,
this?
fuck. But then you realize, like, okay, I know why they show the
Yeah.
past. Because they're showing the bond between you. Because
Luffy.
what I hated about watching the past, right? At the start, Ace didn't want anything to do with Luffy. Luffy was like running after him saying, please Ace, be my friend, you know, we can just do things. And Ace kept on shading him.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. But throughout the whole past, you see how Ace starts liking Luffy more and more and more.
That's
and
the Luffy effect, bro.
Yeah, that is the Luffy effect. And then, at one point in the arc, they pour sake and say, if you share sake with someone, then you become brothers.
Okay.
And they shared sake with each other, and they become
ultimately-
brothers. So they're obviously not brothers, but rated by blood, but they're brothers.
Because of that whole meaning.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then obviously Sabo, the one I told you about, he dies
He was young.
because of the celestial
Celestial
fucking
motherfucker.
dragon. And then they show, right? Then they go back to the present, right? Where they show the people who cared for Ace, and her name is Dadan, and she was like drinking heavily and shit because she heard Ace died. And then Garb shows up to the island and she started punching the shit out of Garb. She's like, why would you do this? Because he was literally there, and she was like, why did you not say
But he
it?
wasn't even the one.
Yeah, and then like shit goes on, and then she's like, oh, but he was so young still, and you start fucking tearing up. Like I started tearing up, and I was like, why the fuck am I watching this shit, man? Like, why do they have to do this to me? And then they go back to Ace's past, right?
Again.
They go back to the past.
Again, like once is not enough.
And then they talk about Ace. So you remember Luffy's past, right? Where he was with Shanks at the bar with that woman. That woman is there with Ace and Luffy.
Okay.
And then Ace asked the girl, can you please tell me how to professionally thank someone?
Okay.
And then she's like, why? Because I want to thank Shanks for what he did for Luffy.
Oh.
Bro, and I'm sitting there like, why?
Oh.
Why would you do this to me? And then she's like,
Dude,
okay,
you making
yeah,
me
I'll
not
help you.
want to watch this shit because
It's
so
so
sad.
sad,
You're making
man.
me not
It's
want
like
to watch
so
this shit.
fucking sad. And I'm
Why would
sitting
I
there
give
like,
myself a
and I
gift?
start tearing up heavily there. I'm like, fuck this, I'm gonna start crying. I don't give a shit. Like, what do you want me to do? You just sit here stone faced, and then it goes. It's funny, but it's also sad because you know what happens to Ace. But seeing Ace so young,
Yeah.
and then going back to knowing he's dead, bro, it hurts, man.
Yeah.
It hurts so much. Like watching that shit, I was sitting there like, I don't want to do this anymore. Can I just end the reaction right here, right now?
Pause.
But then I'm like, I'm gonna fucking battle through this, and then it gets better and better and better. And then obviously you jump to present Luffy going through every single emotion possible. You know, he's beating the shit out of like rocks and shit because he's like he sees anger and stuff. He sees his brother die. And then Jinbei, the one I told you about, the fish guy.
They came in and blocked.
Yeah, he says to Luffy, okay, your brother died, but what about your crew members? And then Luffy stops and he's like, oh shit, I still have my crew members.
That's so.
And then it's like, and then it like,
Shout out to Jinbei, bro.
yeah, and then it goes back to that, like, even though Ace is dead, he still has a whole family, a whole crew member to go back to. And that's what pushes Luffy to the 2 years of training.
Wow.
And then Luffy goes back to Marineford, rings the bell of like a war bell, or like a bell that symbolizes peace or some shit like that. If you ring it, the Marines ring it once every year.
Yeah.
He rang it 7 times, because that's how many crew members he has. Rang it 7 times, and then on his arm was a tattoo, right?
That's crazy.
And then on his arm was a tattoo, and then it's 3D 2Y. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
2Y.
And then the 3D was cut out. And they said in 3 days we have to meet each other. He cut that out, and they said in 2 years. And that's why they went for 2 years training and shit. Bro, like One Piece is the greatest anime ever.
I think
Like,
this shit so
that man's a
thoroughly.
fucking genius throughout,
Like
throughout.
The hard thing I think that like no other anime can do and will ever do is the amount of characters in a fucking show.
And you remember every
lay
single one of them.
around. That's what I mean. You all these names you mentioned, I'm like, bro, how the fuck do you know all these?
It's like, because I'm like,
because usually there's a character, 1 episode he done, 2 episodes he done.
No, not in this.
Not in this show.
But they do 500 episodes dead.
Fuck yeah.
It's so like it hurts, man. But watching like
I don't want to spoil shit. I've never watched it, but what happens when the crew members die? Like Zoro dies.
Oh, that's the thing. Oda said that one of the crew members will die, but we don't know which one.
Zoro. Fuck.
It's not gonna be Zoro.
It's
Trust
gonna
me,
be
it's not
fucking
gonna be
Zoro.
If it's Zoro, I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm done.
I don't even watch the show.
Zoro's
Zoro,
like
I'm done.
the second man to Luffy. If he dies, bro, Luffy will fucking go crazy.
It won't be Nami or Robin.
I think it will be either Nami, Robin, or Chopper.
I'm thinking Sanji.
If Chopper dies, though, it's gonna be sad.
I'm thinking Zoro or Sanji.
I don't think it's gonna be.
It's gonna
I
have
think
to
it
be
might
someone big.
Sanji.
It's gonna have to be someone
It's
big.
all, but the crew members, every one of them are big.
I know, but I mean like one of the OGs.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But if that happens, it won't happen. It won't. But
Imagine
I
Kobe
mean,
dies.
because you think, oh, Luffy has a brother, Ace dies.
What happens if Luffy dies? That's also
That's
possible.
cap.
That's also a possibility.
That's cap.
It's a
I
possibility.
mean, it's called One Piece, so it's not.
Yeah.
He's the main character, but
Yeah,
it's called
yeah.
One Piece, so
Yeah.
he might actually. But I doubt it. I doubt it. But
As he finds the One Piece.
No, they won't do that shit. They
I'm
won't do it.
joking, no.
But like, as I said, watching like the Marineford, because obviously, I had a suspicion that Ace would die. Right? We both had that suspicion that Ace would die. And watching that, you see Ace escape. Luffy opens the key, opens the thing.
You have hope.
escapes.
You
He's
have
like,
hope.
oh shit, he's gonna survive. He's
You
gonna
have
survive.
hope.
And then you know what one of the admirals do? Starts to talk shit on Whitebeard. He says, Whitebeard will never be the man he was before. Whitebeard will never become the king of pirates. Whitebeard this, Whitebeard that. Ace turns around and starts to fight him. And that's how he dies.
Fuck.
So
he
it's like,
could've escaped,
he
but
could he was literally about to escape.
But he was fighting for the reputation of his
And
captain.
Ace's thing is he'll never back down from a fight. Never, never, never. He's never backed down from a fight ever, and that's why he did what he did.
Okay.
So I respect him, but also it's like, but also he made Luffy stronger. So it's
Yeah.
like it had to happen. It's one of the things that had to happen, right? So it's like it's sad, but it's like it had to happen. But thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching with us. Yeah, you have to start watching One Piece. Like me explaining it to you, I want to rewatch this whole thing again, but I need to finish it first. But yeah, it's definitely One Piece is a must watch. If you watch anime, you have to watch. Even though like I hate when people say, "Oh, but it's too much episodes. I don't have enough time to." Man, a fucking year. Literally a year, bro.
Yo, you
watch
bash
2
it,
episodes a day, 3 episodes a day. I don't care.
I know.
Like just watch it, man. I hate it when people say they don't have time for it because it pisses me off. It's like you're saying you don't have time to watch it, but then you watch those other fucking 20 episode animes.
Not
right?
me though. I haven't watched in a minute.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but you doing your YouTube and shit and stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
even if you're like at work, watch 1 episode, 2 episodes.
Just while you're on a Twitter break or some shit.
Exactly. Like, stop saying you don't have time. You're lying to me, man. Like, literally, when you go to bed, watch 2 episodes, 3 episodes.
They should sign you as a One Piece ambassador.
Like, come on, man. Like,
for
it's,
real.
It's not gonna take out your entire day. Like, people think, oh, there's 1,000 episodes. I have to watch 50 episodes a day to catch up. No, you don't. Look at me. I'm watching 4 episodes a day, and I'm episode 540, something like that.
And you watch it once, and then you know the story too.
Exactly. But also, I'm focusing heavily because I'm watching it for my YouTube and stuff.
Yeah,
but still, stop saying it's gonna waste your time. It's not gonna waste your time. Trust me. You're gonna watch One Piece and you're gonna be like, "There's no anime that comes close." And because there's so much episode, it's so much better. Because with Naruto, you have all those fillers.
Fuck.
I think Naruto's like 60% fillers or something like that. 60% fillers.
Yeah.
And that's why Because One Piece you watch, right? And you have 2-3 filler episodes, and then done.
But the longest anime I've ever watched was Black Clover, which is 160.
Yeah, Black Clover, yeah.
Which
Black
is
Clover.
160,
160.
right? This is time 10.
This is times 10.
Yeah.
And it's not even done yet.
It's not even
But
done
yeah,
yet.
it's definitely worth the watch, man. If you're watching this without having watched One Piece, bro, watch it. Like, literally, take your time out and watch it. Trust me, it's worth it. You see me, you're explaining it to him how it's affected my life. You can literally see how much emotion I put into it and watch it, man. It's definitely worth it. Thank you so much for watching me. Rightfully got signing off.
Peace and love, baby. Out.